Hey, are you committing these 5 weight loss crimes? If so, you really may be struggling to lose weight and actually feel at your very best. Find out more in this video.
Let's go.
Hi there, Coach Tonya with Critical Bench, and in this video I'm going to be talking about 5 weight loss crimes. Specifically, are you committing any one or all of these 5 weight loss crimes? Well, what are they? Before I tell you that, I want to draw your attention to the pinned comment below for a mini band program. This is a fantastic program if you're struggling with weight loss. Maybe you're actually rehabilitating from an injury. Maybe you're a little older and you have some problems and challenges with balance and mobility and flexibility. This is an excellent program, anybody, any age, man or woman, to do. It's also a great add-in or extra if you're someone that is quite active, but you need something to do at home, you need something to do when you're traveling, or you just need something for like a light day when you want to take, you want to keep your workouts going, but you want to do something that's a little lighter. Excellent for toning, excellent for fat loss, excellent for increasing flexibility and helping your balance. Check that pinned comment below for the mini band program. It'll take you right there. You can find out all about that, okay? So back to why we're here. 5 weight loss crimes. Yes, there are 5 weight loss crimes that if you're committing any one or all of them, that could really be interfering with your desire to lose weight, to feel better, just all around productive quality of life, okay? And none of these are going to surprise you, but we need to address them as weight loss crimes, because I don't know how many times I hear people say or ask me, I can't lose the weight. I just can't lose the weight. Why not? Well, really, most of us know what we need to do to lose weight. Most of us are also very aware of the things that we're doing that are getting in the way of us losing weight. So sometimes it's just really good to remind ourselves and have a reality check and kind of look in the mirror and go, okay, this is where I am. This is where I am. This is where I want to be. The stuff that I'm doing in here isn't helping, and I know that. So this is a little bit of information, education, and perhaps a wake-up call. So obviously number 1 at the top of that list is nutrition. Your body needs food to survive, and at the basic cellular level it needs food as its primary fuel source to do anything. Your body cannot function without food. It just can't do it. There's billions of processes going on at the cellular level, and if we're not having if our nutrition isn't optimal, then that isn't happening optimally, which means a lot of other things are not happening optimally. And it's very easy to get caught up in a cycle of doing what's quick and what's fast. I get it. People are busy. We are all busy. We have jobs, we have homes, we have kids, we have pets, we have obligations, we belong to certain groups, we're volunteering, we're doing all kinds of things. A lot of times meal prepping, shopping, all of that is just, it's another job. But the bottom line is, if you don't focus on and pay attention to your nutrition, you're not going to lose the weight. If you continue to make poor quality choices when it comes to what you're eating, there's really not much more I can say about that. And a lot of us know what good nutrition is. We do know that, fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats like avocados, we know that those are good foods. We know that they're better choices for us. And it doesn't mean we cannot enjoy the pizza, the glass of wine, the chocolate. It doesn't mean we can never have those things and eliminate them completely. But the truth is, we have to be doing a whole lot more of what's better if we want to get that result. Okay, that's just how it works. So if your diet is primarily fast food, or just sort of, I call it a grab and go diet, and these are people that are just constantly on the hamster wheel. So grabbing things that can be opened and eaten. That's survival. That is not nutrition, that is survival. And eventually that is going to catch up with you. Eventually, there's a lot of things we get away with when we're younger. Guilty as charged. A lot of things we get away with when we're younger, that as we get older and as responsibilities pile on, and as we also need to be more on up here, it starts to catch up with us. You will notice if you have consistent poor nutrition, you are going to notice that you don't have the clarity of thought. You're not able to perform at your very best. You're not sleeping very well. Relationships are suffering because you don't feel good, so we get cranky. We get the hangries, right? You ever had the hangries? Yeah. So nutrition. Are you committing the weight loss crime of, poor nutrition, consistent poor nutrition? And the other thing I want to say about nutrition is that with this, what's the word I want to call it? There's like infinite diets out there. We've got keto, we've got paleo, we've got Mediterranean, we've got whole 30, we've got vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free. Like there is a title for just about any structured way of eating. So there's lots out there. And I see this a lot, people really wanting so desperately to do something good and to lose weight that they will, okay, I'm going to try keto. And they do that for a couple weeks or a couple months. And okay, well, I'm going to try, that really didn't work out. I'm going to try, I didn't like it. I'm going to try paleo. And then that didn't work out. Oh, I'm going to go to Mediterranean. Oh, I'm going to do the Okinawa diet. Oh, I'm going to do the whole 30. Oh, you know what? I'm going vegan. Jumping around like that has your body just, okay, and your hormones. That is not healthy either. Start with choosing and selecting foods that are healthier and better for you. Pick things that have color, fresh fruits and vegetables. Choose the lean cuts of protein. Choose healthy fats. Start there. Start there. Make it really simple. And if you are finding that you are really, you really want to commit to a certain, you love the idea of keto, you like the foods, you like the recipes, everything about it resonates with you. If you're going to go all in. And what I mean by that is stick with it for a good number of months. Okay? Don't try it for a month and then decide it isn't working for you and then try something else. Okay? If you're going to commit to something, commit to it. And pretty much any diet out there, whether it's keto, paleo, vegan, whatever, there are ways to transition into those diets so you don't have to go all in, 100%, full blown, right off the bat. There are plans. There's plenty of it. Get on Google. There's plenty of legitimate, very accredited plans to help you get into that way of eating if it's something you're willing to commit to, okay? So number 1 was nutrition. Number 2 is fitness. Look, our bodies were made to move. If you don't move your body, you're likely not creating a caloric deficit, and that's only going to compound your efforts to try to lose weight. It's also going to do a lot of other detriment to your body, okay? It's going to affect your joints. Okay, it's going to affect your brain function as well. The body was made to move. It was made to move, so get up and move it. You don't have to be an Olympic athlete. You don't have to train for several hours a day. You don't even have to train every single day of the week, but you owe it to yourself and you owe it to your health and your wellness and a state of optimal living to move your body. And if you're someone that has I work in health and fitness. That's what I do. I've done it my whole life. And I'm in a job now where actually, to be honest, very sedentary. I do a lot of sitting at the computer, a lot of writing, a ton of research. So I have to make a conscious effort to get up and do something, whether it's going into the gym and working out, whether it's leaving a little bit early to go for a nice long bike ride, whether I just get up from my desk and take several walks during the day. I have to keep doing that because if I don't, by the end of the day, I'm just no good for anybody. I'm no good for anybody, and over time, that's not it's not the result that I want. All right. So make a commitment to start moving your body and pick something you like. If you pick something you like, you are more likely to be consistent with it. And as you start to move and enjoy it and notice some feel-good results, meaning like all of a sudden you find like your clarity is better, you're just happier. Some of those aches and pains might be abating a little bit. You kind of look forward to your lunch, your lunch hour because you do a 40-minute walk before you have your lunch, or you do a 20-minute walk before having your lunch, and you're starting to look forward to that. As you start to feel better, you're going to be a lot more inspired to do more. And as you do more, it's going to have even greater and more beneficial results to you. So, number 2, fitness. You got to move your body. Do something you like, all right? Number 3 is sleep. It is amazing just how much sleep impacts our ability and our inability to lose weight. Your body is meant to rest. Every single day within a 24-hour period, your body is designed and set up so that it gets a rest period. That's for your cell. It's for everything in your body to rest, recover, rebuild, and grow. It has to do that, and it needs a certain amount of time of you being still. This is just after me telling you move your body. But you also, there's the flip side of that is you also need that time to be still so your body can do all of those very important functions. And it's the only time of day, I know it's nighttime, but okay, talking about a 24-hour period. It's the only time in that 24-hour period that your endocrine system is really like full. That's the night shift. They're coming in and they're doing a lot of work. And if you're not getting the sleep, it can't do that. And that's going to have a massive impact on your overall health, your wellness, your mindset, your physiology, your biology. It's really going to impact all of that. Now, a lot of things can affect your sleep. Nutrition, exercise, stress. All right. If stress is something that's getting in the way of you having a really good sleep pattern, find some stress coping mechanisms. And a lot of times adjusting your nutrition and fitness start to help a lot. Fitness, like exercise, is tremendous for helping with stress. It doesn't take it away, but it certainly gives you an outlet. If you start moving, all of a sudden you're looking at the birds, or maybe you're listening to a podcast on your iPod, but it can mentally take you somewhere else for a bit. And I don't know how many times I have had people say to me that, going into a workout or leaving to go for a walk, were kind of all tensed up, some sort of problem came up, some crisis, and then all of a sudden after the walk or after a good night's sleep, it was like, oh, it sort of came to them, like an aha moment, okay? So sleep is really important, and one of the best ways to ensure getting a good night's sleep is establishing a really excellent sleep, like a pre-bedtime sleep pattern. And we do have a video on that you really want to check out, because it's just some really easy tips and tools and things that you can do to get your body and your brain, especially your brain, into a routine and get it programmed to be like, oh, these are the cues, getting ready for bed. It's time to slow down. It's time to stop thinking. It's just time to relax, okay? Super, super important, okay? So we've got nutrition, fitness, sleep. Number 4, I already mentioned it, stress. We can't get away from stress. And actually stress isn't all bad. Okay, when you go into the gym and you're doing bench press and deadlifts, that's stress. That's good stress. And even some mental stress is good stress. Okay, it can be challenging. I know there are times that I am, given a project and the research is like, okay, and I can get a little stressed, but I also feed off of that. It's a good stress for me. It gets me motivated. I'm determined to find as much as I possibly can. If you consistently, whether it's your job, maybe it's your relationship, what is something going on in your personal life, if you are under consistent stress, that adds up to big, not so pleasant outcomes. Okay. Now the human body, the humans, we are designed to actually take massive amounts of stress. We are designed to actually be able to take on and handle massive amounts of stress. The caveat to that is we're also meant to come down from it. And the problem it's like a chronic illness of society. We get these massive levels of stress, and instead of coming down and sort of like resetting, like the breather moments before another wave of stress, we get stress, we get some more, and it just keeps building to the point where, people are, I'm not saying every heart attack is stress related, but you start adding consistent chronic stress overload, it's going to find its way out of your body in some way. Usually not a good way. All right. So it's very important that you do find ways to manage your stress better if you're not managing it well now. And all of that stress is going to keep you from eating well, sleeping well, getting out and getting some exercise. And again, can't lose weight. See, it's like Lego. They all fit together, okay? So that's stress. The last one is water. Are you drinking enough water? And don't ask me how much you should be drinking, because that's going to be, there's a standard. Everyone should drink 8-ounce glasses a day. That's probably a good baseline, depending on where you live, depending on your size, depending on how athletic or not you are, is going to determine really just what is the adequate, reasonable amount for you daily. Most of us are not drinking enough water daily, me included. I actually have water bottles now set. I have them on my desk. I have one in the vehicle. I just have them places as mental reminders so I get better at it. But your body needs water. It's mostly water anyway, so just keep giving it more of what it is so we can keep doing what it's meant to do at its best and most optimal level. Okay, so there you have it, the 5 weight loss crimes: your nutrition, your fitness, sleep, stress, and water. Are you committing any of those crimes? Are you committing all of those crimes? And if you are, what are you going to do about it? This is a defining moment for you. What are you going to do about it? And don't try to attack all of them at once. Pick one. And you know what? Water might be the easiest. It might be as simple as getting yourself a really cool looking water bottle or some kind of glass, setting it on your nightside table. Start there. Do one of these things better for like 5 to 7 days. Give yourself a great pat on the back, celebrate it, add something else, because you can't just attack it all. It's going to feel very overwhelming, and we all have lives and everything else going on. So pick one thing, be consistent for a week, and then add to it and gradually build up to where you're not really committing these crimes all that often, if at all. And start to take notice. What's happening with your weight? Are you noticing changes? You probably will. Before I go, make sure again, check that pinned comment below for that mini band product. That's a great way. If you know that you're committing the fitness crime, that's a great way, especially if you're a beginner, to get into that. It's wonderful. You can do it right at home, right in your living room. You can do it in your office. You can do it anywhere, okay? So check out that pinned comment below for that product. Please give the video a thumbs up, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss any of our great video content. I'm Coach Tonya with Critical Bench. It's great talking with you today, and I hope to see you soon.